Ladies and gentlemen, the Sherlock Holmes Book Nook, and last I left off, I got all of it basically assembled, pre-assembled, mirrored, whatever I had to do. This time I needed to get the box together because I needed to get the light. It's already in, but I need to get it connected to the sensor that it's connected to. It does light up. The sensor does work. It's basically if you're up against it, like put your hand on it, it'll stay on for a couple minutes and then it'll go off. It's my experiment with it. However, it has one flaw, and this is why it needed to be put together and tested. It's a little loose on the where it connects to the board there, so I'm going to have to make sure it's connected and either hot glue, epoxy, or something of that nature to make sure it's secure. But the light in it does work. You can tell it just lights the two top windows, and I call it the fireplace in the very back. But other than that, it is a-okay. The bottom does have the battery box, which houses 3 AA batteries, and you can take it off from the back here and change the batteries, if you will. But I do have to fix the little loose connection there. Other than that, it's ready to rock and roll. The top part here, this is my first dome book nook that I've ever built, and this is just sitting on there, but it actually folds, and I thought it'd be like pretty see-through, but it's not. It pretty conforms. It's basically like the Sistine Chapel, if you will. It's got it on the bottom side too. And after I got it all assembled, one thing I did do before I put it all together is I went in, and it's hard to see, but the bottoms is basically standard wood color, or so I went in with a little bit of a wash, and I'm going to go in with a little bit more darker wash just to blend everything. You can probably see it on the book shelves there. You really don't see it when you're looking forward, but if you bend down just enough, you can probably start seeing little stuff like that. I'm just going to paint and add shadows. I do like the book nooks really well, as they're 2D, 3D. It looks 3D, but it's 2D. Just a printed picture. It's just I like the 2D, 3D, adding miniatures to it. It's just a combination of everything. But so far it is taking shape. One thing about the book nooks that I don't care for is the sides. Now, necessarily won't see it when you got it like in between two books, but you can see all the mounting brackets, or mounting holes, if you will. So to accommodate that, you can either put you I want to say it, not a sheet of paper, but a cardboard or whatever, a decorative piece, styrene, or I printed out a couple of Sherlock Holmes book covers that I'm going to have to trim to fit. But I did get I wanted the Further Adventures, and then I wanted it on one side. Oh, I just keep dropping everything. I wanted my favorite, Sherlock Holmes versus Dracula. I thought that would go on the other side. So that'll be towards the end, once I get the book nook fully assembled. One thing I got to do is add, I did skip a couple of steps, especially along the bookcase here. You're supposed to get little books that you got to glue the cover on, and they fit in. I went ahead and skipped all that so I can get the basic construction done, and since it's in the front, I can just put it on, and we'll be good to go. So light does work. I'm trying to get I want to get the base, just a little bit of drop of glue everywhere on the corners, just to get everything secured and sunk up. And I think it's taking shape. Then it's down to adding, down to the figures, and then adding the details. And if you look right here, the Prague Library does get a world globe, and this is one thing about a 3D wood kit, There's the globe, and you know, it's supposed to be three-dimensional, but I'm going to whack that off and actually get a ball or a play ball, or I even may take a epoxy sculpt, try to sculpt a ball and put that on there so we can have a round globe to go in there, because I think that'll look pretty darn slick. And then just other little details, but anyway, we'll get to that point once we start putting in the little stuff. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that's what I got going on today. Working on the Sherlock Holmes Book Nook. So stay tuned for the next exciting episode.